The ICS, Relentless, shuddered under Calvac's fire, alarms screaming through every deck.
Damage report. We can't take another hit like that. Get me options.
A plasma bolt sheared through the port engine, venting atmosphere into the void.
Human vessel, you are surrounded. Surrender and face judgment.
Navigation. Calculate a blind jump. Anywhere but here. Now.
The jump drive spooled with a sickening whine. Then reality tore apart, hurling the ship into unknown space. The Relentless slammed back into existence in a sector long erased from star charts. Ahead, a lone light.
Captain, I am reading a structure, an old Project Aegis beacon, and a single biosame inside. Impossible.
One life. After all this time, bring us in. We need a miracle.
Deep within the ancient station, a gaunt figure opened eyes that hadn't seen starlight in 2 centuries, and he knew they had come. The boarding team forced open the inner hatch, and a wave of cold, dead air swept past them.
The life sign is approaching, Captain. Steady and slow. It's coming right toward us.
This is Captain Voss of the ICS Relentless. We are not here to harm you. Please answer me.
You are late. 57 years late.
A figure shuffled out of the darkness, gaunt, pale, with eyes that had watched the void for 2 centuries.
I know what you need. You didn't come to rescue an old keeper. You want the path.
A path? To where? And who are you? Tell me what you know.
The coordinate. The only thing worth coming out here for. But you are not ready to hear it.
You are coming with us. Aaron, secure him. We'll get answers once we're back on the Relentless.
They escorted the ancient keeper aboard the Relentless, a ghost now walking among the living. In a sealed briefing room, Captain Voss faced the stranger who carried the war's weight in his silence.
You have something we need. I won't play games. What is this coordinate?
The beacon is more than light. It's a key, a path through the dark. But you are not ready to know.
Captain, his life readings are tied to the station's energy. It's like he's merged with the beacon.
Then start talking. Earth is losing a war out there. Every minute costs lives.
Lives? I've lost 2 centuries of them. What makes yours worth more than mine?
I am sorry for what you endured, but we need your help. Tell us what you want in return.
The coordinate exists. It leads to a place where the Calvax can be broken, but opening it requires something from you.
A test of some kind. What could an old man demand from a warship?
William said nothing more. He folded his hands and waited, eyes burning with the knowledge no scanner could read. Later, in a quieter corner of the ship, William broke his silence, his voice hollow with memory.
Project Aegis. They sent us to map the uncharted, to plant beacons for a war they hadn't yet lost.
Why weren't you recovered? How could they leave you out here?
The war consumed everything. Supply chains collapsed, and our retrieval orders were rescinded. We waited. Years, then decades. The stars grew darker, and Earth forgot we had names.
Earth Command must have known. Someone had to be aware of a life sign for 200 years.
They knew, but forgetting was easier than admitting failure. Easier to bury a beacon than face a ghost.
What kind of command buries its own people and calls it strategy?
They didn't bury me. I became this beacon. Its light is my blood now, and it won't stop burning.
The confession hung in the air, and for the first time, the crew of the Relentless looked at their orders with suspicion.
The coordinate opens a path, a slipstream between dimensions. The Calvax don't know it exists.
How? After 2 centuries, how could it still be unknown?
Because I've kept it hidden. The beacon masks it. Only I can release it.
If we light this path, it'll be like a beacon across 1,000 light years. The Calvax will see it.
They'll see it, yes, but they can't follow it. Not if you are worthy to take it.
Worthy? What are you asking of us?
I need proof that Earth won't use this path to betray again. That you are willing to face the cost.
Then, alarms cut through the interrogation. Long-range sensors had detected Calvax scouts converging on the system.
Captain, 2 patrols. They're vectoring toward the station. We have less than an hour.
The test had just become a race, and the old keeper's eyes showed no mercy. The command channel flickered with priority encryption. Admiral Cross's face appeared, cold as the void.
Captain Voss, you will extract that coordinate by any means necessary. Force that relic to talk, now.
Admiral, this man has been alone for 2 centuries. There's a way to do this without torture.
He's a traitor to humanity, hiding a war-winning asset. Do your duty, Voss, or I'll find someone who will.
And if he has conditions, a test, we need his cooperation, not just his data.
He's a ghost. Voss, ghosts don't have conditions. Get it done in 1 hour, or I'll declare you compromised.
Captain, this is wrong. You can't force a man who's part of a power core. It'll kill him.
I know, Aaron, but if I refuse, they'll send someone else. Someone worse.
What do we do then? We can't just hand him over to a command that already abandoned him.
We play along for now, and make sure William doesn't know what's been ordered.
Through the ship's network, William sensed the orders, Admiral Cross's voice dripping with contempt.
So it's the same knife after 2 centuries. They think I am just a lock to be picked.
On the Relentless, the guard found his quarters empty. The station airlock had cycled shut.
Captain, the beacon core has been sealed from within. Life support is rerouted into a demolition sequence.
Come for this beacon, and I'll turn it to dust. You'll lose your path and your ship. I've already buried 1 crew. I'll bury this one too if I have to.
Captain, Calvax scouts have entered the system. The energy surge will draw them here.
William, I didn't give that order. Cross did. I am disobeying him right now. Just give me a chance.
A chance? I've been giving chances since before your great-grandparents drew breath. What makes yours worth it?
The core hummed with a deadly light. Outside, Calvax signatures multiplied. The standoff ground tighter with each heartbeat. The Calvax patrol dropped out of null space, closer than any sensor had predicted.
Captain, enemy ships have locked onto the beacon's energy surge. Intercept in 7 minutes.
William, listen to me. I've followed rotten orders before, but not this time. Not anymore.
Pretty words. What have you ever lost to prove you won't bend when the pressure comes?
I've buried friends who trusted Earth's promises. I've seen the files on abandoned projects, just like yours.
If I gave you the coordinate right now, what would you do with it? Tell me the truth.
I'd take it straight to the front lines, bypass the admirals, and let the soldiers who are dying out there actually use it.
A mutineer. That's the first honest answer I've heard.
From his command throne, the Calvax commander studied the beacon's light and gave the order to converge all forces. Nothing must survive. The standoff held, but William's voice had softened. The first crack in a wall built over 2 centuries.
Every day, I sent a signal, a plea. For 60 years, I waited for a voice that never came. Then the signals stopped. Earth Command must have been relieved. One less loose end to manage.
But you are still alive. How? What's keeping you here?
The beacon. It needed a keeper. When I was dying, it latched on. Now it won't let go.
Captain, the readings. Energy decay in his cells. It's kept him alive, but it's also irradiating him, slowly.
Every day here costs me. But what's left? I've outlived my crew, my mission, even my name on Earth.
You are not just a tool, William. You are a person who was wronged. Let us help you.
Help me? The only way out is to give you the coordinate, and that will end me.
Then we find another way. I won't trade your life for a shortcut.
The beacon's light flickered, as if uncertain. Time was bleeding away, but for the first time in 2 centuries, someone was fighting for him. Elena hesitated, then unlocked a memory she had buried deep.
My father was executed by Earth Command. He discovered a cover-up and tried to expose it.
Your own blood? And you still wear that uniform?
I wear it because change has to come from inside. But I have been waiting for someone like you to prove it is possible.
William searched her face for the lie he expected. Instead, he saw a mirror of his own betrayal.
You might be the first honest officer I have met since the war began.
A long silence. Then William gave a single, weary nod.
Help me. I will give you the coordinate, but the transfer, it will cost me everything. Are you ready for that?
We will find a way to minimize the cost. I promise you that.
Preparations began, but the Calvax fleet was closing fast. The fragile bridge between them could collapse at any moment. William sat in the core room as Aaron passed a scanning lattice over his chest.
The coordinate isn't just stored in his mind, it's woven into every cell by the beacon. Extracting it means severing integration. The beacon won't just let go, it'll tear him apart.
There has to be a buffer. A way to disconnect without killing him.
Not in the time we have. If I force a clean cut, his nervous system fails first.
I told you there'd be a cost. This isn't your failure. It's the design. The beacon won't let me go. It's been keeping me alive, but only as its keeper.
Number. We find another way. We'll apply the coordinate directly from you without removal.
That would require him to be connected during the entire jump. Calvax fire might sever the link.
The core hummed with a new note, as if listening. The choices narrowed to sacrifice or surrender. As Aaron began the extraction protocol, a hidden firewall flared to life, locking the data stream.
Security protocol active. The coordinate is encrypted with a biometric tied cipher. Only the Keeper's intent can unlock it.
Intent. The beacon was designed to prevent forced extraction, even from its keeper.
Correct. The beacon will judge the purity of your will. Hesitation or coercion will corrupt the data.
William, what do you need to do? Tell us.
2 centuries of bitterness. Can I truly let go?
The beacon requires his full acceptance. Without it, the transfer will fail.
I've carried this hatred so long. It's become my anchor. But I'll try.
The column of light pulsed in slow rhythm, waiting for the Keeper to surrender his pain. The stalemate tightened. Without William's inner peace, the coordinate would remain sealed forever. The Calvax patrol opened fire without warning, plasma bolts streaking across the void toward the Relentless.
Evasive maneuvers. Return fire. All batteries. Protect the station.
A searing bolt punched through the starboard shield, showering the bridge with sparks.
Captain, the transfer link is destabilizing. The beacon is drawing from William's life force. He can't take much more.
The beacon. It's fighting me. It doesn't want to let go.
Aaron, keep him stable. Tactical. Divert power to dorsal cannons. Target their lead ship.
From his flagship, the Calvax commander watched the human ship stagger, mandibles clicking in satisfaction. William suddenly gasped, his connection to the column flickering. He slumped forward, barely conscious.
William. Aaron. What's happening?
His vitals are crashing. The beacon is tearing the coordinate out of him. We're losing him.
Admiral Cross's face blistered onto the bridge screen, his expression twisted with calculated rage.
Voss, initiate Protocol 07, a surgical hack. Extract that coordinate through the beacon's core, even if it means overloading the station.
That procedure will kill William and destroy the beacon. I won't do it.
You are disobeying a direct order in wartime. That's mutiny. I will have you shot.
Then shoot. But I won't trade a man's life for a data stream. Not under my command.
The bridge crew watched in stunned silence. Some shifted uncomfortably, but none moved to stop her.
You are finished, Voss. I am relieving you. Security, seize her.
Override that order. This ship is now operating independently from Earth Command.
She cut the channel. The screen erupted into static. The Relentless was alone.
Aaron, get me a direct line to the core. We do this our way, or not at all.
In the core room, Aaron patched her through. The golden light stuttered, like a failing Finning heart.
The coordinate. It's not just a path. It's a key to something I never told anyone.
What do you mean? What are we really unlocking?
There are ships, ancient, hidden in null space. The beacon powers their activation. The coordinate will wake them.
Captain, I am reading massive energy sinks in the beacon's deeper bands. He's right, there are dormant network signatures, but to trigger it, the beacon needs a surge, more power than William can survive.
There has to be a way. William, can you hold on long enough for us to figure it out?
I've been holding on for 2 centuries. What's a few more minutes?
His vitals flatlined for a heartbeat, then spiked again. Aaron stared at the readouts, dread pooling in his chest. The hidden fleet was their only hope, but they needed a miracle to unlock it without losing the key. On the bridge, Elena stared at the tactical screen. 2 paths burned before her, fast murder or slow faith.
Protocol 07 would be over in seconds. William would die, the beacon would shatter. But the fleet would come. The transfer could take minutes we don't have.
The Calvax pressed their attack. A frigate broke through the Relentless's defensive line, cannons targeting the station.
Elena, you have to trust someone, even if it's not me. But if you break the beacon, you break the fleet's link. It won't come at all.
Captain, the biometric route will work, but we need 6 minutes. 6 minutes without the Calvax severing the link.
Then we buy 6 minutes. Aaron, proceed with the biometric transfer. Tactical, divert all remaining power to shields and point defense. We hold.
In the core, William closed his eyes and let go of 2 centuries of anger, offering himself as a conduit.
They grow desperate. Launch all boarding pods. Tear their hull open from the inside.
The Relentless shuddered as a dozen impacts rocked its hull. Lights flickered, but the beacon's thread held. Elena had chosen the hard road. Now the countdown defined their existence, and the light grew just a shade brighter. In the beacon core, William heard Elena's order and finally understood. She had passed his test.
You kept your word, Elena. Now I will keep mine. Let this old body become the bridge.
He stretched out his hands, and the column embraced him. Golden threads pierced his skin, weaving him into the core.
Not a tomb, a door. I will be the path now. Let them see the truth.
Transfer initiation confirmed. Keeper identity accepted. Coordinate releasing into the network.
William's body crumpled to the deck, empty, but the beacon roared with a light that hurt to look at.
William, no. We could have found another way. Aaron, status on the transfer.
Captain, the energy spike. It's off. Every scale. The fleet nodes are warming. It's working.
The countdown stopped. The path was opening, but the cost lay still at their feet. Somewhere in the glow, the Keeper's final breath became a signal, and the dark between stars began to stir. The beacon's light erupted into a beam of pure gold, slicing the void like a drawn blade. Across the galaxy, dormant receivers woke. Ancient warships powered up in the dark. Tears in space opened like wounds, and from them came ships of a design no living human had seen.
My God, that's not a rescue. That's an armada.
The Calvax fleet is attempting to disengage. They are outmatched.
The ancient fleet fell upon the Calvax with silent fury. their weapons cutting through armor like starlight through water.
Captain, the beacon signal is being picked up by every Earth relay. The path is wide open.
The Calvax commander screamed orders that no one could follow. His ships shattered under beams of impossible light.
William, you did it. You gave us the way.
The Relentless watched as the ancient fleet tore through the enemy, and Earth's path to war finally opened wide. The Calvax flagship broke formation, its hull trailing fire as the ancient cruisers concentrated their fire on its command deck.
This cannot be. We were promised an easy conquest. What have they awoken?
A final, desperate signal burst from the Calvax leader. Then his flagship vanished in a silent bloom of white light.
Status on enemy forces?
Enemy fleet routed. Remaining Calvax vessels are in full retreat. The slipstream path has been stabilized.
On the view screen, a new contact appeared. The lead ship of the Third Earth Fleet, emerging from the beacon's light.
This is Admiral Cross. We followed your beacon. What is the situation?
The enemy is defeated, Admiral. We have a moment to breathe.
But Elena's eyes held no relief. She had lit Earth's path, but the cost sat heavy in the core room below. The war had turned. The Keeper had given them the fire to end it. But the reckoning at home had only just begun. On the bridge, Elena keyed a wideband transmission. Every ship in the fleet would hear what she had to say.
Admiral Cross, you ordered the murder of an innocent man. You tried to destroy the very beacon that just saved us all.
She sent the logs, the order recordings, the live testimony of Aaron and the crew, everything.
This is sedition. You dare accuse a fleet admiral in the middle of a war zone.
I dare because he's dead, Admiral. William is dead, and his blood is on your hands. Every ship needs to know what Earth Command has been hiding.
The bridge crew stood firm. None moved to intervene. The truth was finally unshackled.
The transmission is logged. Every ship's recorder has it. There's no burying this, Admiral.
Cross's face twisted, but the power had shifted. The fleet had seen the evidence.
This beacon is now a memorial. Let its light remind us what blind obedience costs.
Outside, the golden beam held steady, a silent marker for the Keeper who had lit the path and paid the price. Months later, Captain Voss returned to the beacon station, now a protected memorial. She stood before the memorial plaque, her reflection faint in the polished metal.
You burned for 2 centuries, and we never even looked. I'm sorry, but you saved us anyway. You gave us the path.
As if in answer, the beacon's light pulsed, a single, gentle flicker that held for a heartbeat.
Not gone, just changed.
The beam steadied, its light cutting across the void, a permanent reminder of the Keeper who refused to be forgotten.
Rest now, William. We'll take it from here.
The old lighthouse kept burning its single light into the dark, no longer alone, and somewhere in the glow. If you listened, you might still hear a whisper. I kept my watch. The old logs still echoed in the station's memory banks, a voice from 2 centuries past.
A lighthouse doesn't choose its ships. It just burns.
On that phrase, the golden beam swelled, then released a gentle pulse that rippled through the void, scattering stardust in its wake. For a moment, the darkness itself seemed to hold its breath. As if the galaxy recognized an ending, the pulse subsided, and the light returned to its steady burn, eternal and unyielding. Across the galaxy, the slipstream paths remained open, a legacy no admiral could erase, a testament to one man's solitary vigil. The beacon asked nothing of the ships that passed. It only shone, a single point in the endless dark, for anyone brave enough to follow. And if the universe listened, it might hear the Keeper's truth, that some fires never go out, and some Keepers never truly leave. The image faded to black, the light still burning in memory.